Hello everyone. And I can see I'm live again, but this time everything's working as it should. So yeah, going live basically to share my story and also say a big thank you to everyone that's been following my story. Thank you for all the really well wishes that I've had and all the things and support that I've had from people on Facebook and on different social media platforms. Just want to say thank you to all of you, and also to thank you to the members of YouTube that were in my membership. For those that you don't know, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my story. Now, my health went downhill towards the end of last year, around about December. I wasn't sleeping properly. And it wasn't until about January that I had a very high blood pressure, and I ended up having a TIA, so like a very small mini stroke, where I had to learn to walk again. I also had to learn to be able to use my words, and I used to get mixed up with words. So I was in hospital for a week, and then I was walking with a walker for 2 weeks to train myself to stay in balance. Since then, I've had to have physiotherapy that's helped me with the neurological connection between my brain and my body, has helped me to get more stable. Now, this has been a journey that has really been quite unique, because I had to let go of everything. In doing so, I had to let go of my YouTube, my posts, the things that I do, and really had to learn to come back to self and come back to my own healing. So learning to walk again, it was really strange, because it was like walking with a walker and then being a little bit embarrassed because I felt too young to be walking with a walker. And it was something that I had to really learn to overcome. And also, there were words getting mixed up. People would say, "Where were you for a week?" And I'd say, "I was on holiday." And I meant to say, "I was in hospital," but my words were getting mixed up. So it was learning to give my mind time to recuperate and to change and to learn. So I had to do the physiotherapy once, twice a week. And then now I've been doing occupational therapy, which is basically trying to work on my concentration and my memory, because I found that I had something that which might be a 3-second memory. I could receive a code on a WhatsApp or something to log into a web page, but I would have forgotten that code within 3 seconds. And so I've been training my memory, going to this occupational therapy, also been training the concentration. And so it's really been a journey. So I had to let go of even the YouTube, which I love so much. And for those of you that have been following me, you may notice, or you may not notice, if you were in my memberships have been cancelled because of my inactivity on YouTube. They are cancelled, and if you needed what the YouTube have told me, they'll give you money back or whatever. If you paid anything within this month, so everything gets reimbursed. But there hasn't been an email that's gone out to you or anything. So, which is a bit of a shame, because I really are thankful. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, it's certainly been a journey, but it's really been having to let go of everything. And I just wanted to say thanks for those of you that have been supporting me on this YouTube channel, all the people that have been supporting me on Facebook, Instagram, and the messages that have come forward to me from some people from WhatsApp, but also from my webpage. And so I'm just feel really so grateful. But it has been, if I go back about a year ago is when my health started to go a bit strange. I was getting dizzy, having dizzy spells, couldn't concentrate. Things started. So I may have been having those mini editions with the TIA, which is I think it's a trans isol something, big long name, where basically the amount of blood that goes to your brain gets shifted either too much or too little, and it can cause a fluctuation which can basically put your brain on hold. Now, with me, it was quite strong because when it happened in January, like I said, I was in hospital for a week. I had to learn to walk again, had to learn to find my words again. And it was really a journey, but it was a journey where I had to let go of everything and come back to self. And it really was an emotional journey because I love to be social. I love to be in contact with people. I love people to reply to people's messages. And I found I had to take that time off to just be with me. And in that, learning to let go of the things that I can control and accept the things that I cannot control. So I really wanted to share this with you, and basically what's kept me going is all these people that have been following me, sending me the messages, supporting me along my journey. And I'm really grateful for people that have been supporting me on my journey here on YouTube as well, and how they've supported my growth. So if you're not seeing a lot of my content coming out at the moment, it's because I've been going through this recovery phase in my life where I have to feel the energy to do things. Now, today was one of those days. I just got off the chat with YouTube asking about memberships and what would happen to them. And YouTube said they don't send out a message to you saying, oh, by the way, your membership has been cancelled by Jason Goldsworthy, because it hasn't. YouTube cancels it when you fall under a certain bracket. It's an automatic thing. And I didn't know that. But as soon as what they've reassured me, as soon as I can get my watch time up again, then I will be back on track. So imagine this. Your world seems to be in control, like I thought mine was. And all of a sudden, you end up in hospital. You can't walk. You can't talk properly. You're learning to walk again. You learn to talk again. You're going for physio. And you have to let go of your work. You have to let go of your spiritual practices. You have to let go of everything. Oh, bless you, Debbie. Thank you. Such beautiful messages coming on the chat. I really do appreciate them. And you see how it is that really we can plan for so many things in our life, but sometimes things happen that totally throw you out of your picture, and where you just can't plan for it. All you can do is trust in the divine purpose of all things. And in that divine purpose of all things, that's the only thing you can trust. And what I found was, when I really had to let go of everything and I was in hospital and I couldn't work for so many months, I realized that all I could trust on was my own energy that I had at the time, taking it step by step, overcoming my fears. But alongside that, it was a spiritual pathway as well, because I had to trust that the divine plan has got this. So I had to trust that the divine energy that creates all things has got this. And so that in itself was something that really kept me going. And I found what I actually found out was that things started happening. People started inviting me to do more work in different places. I had to say no. I had to put things off. But it was a journey of having to release and let go. And and not knowing where you're going to be in the future. And I think was one of the greatest things is not knowing what the future is going to bring. Like, even if someone's going to say, do you think next week you could do more work? And I'll say, I can't talk about next week. I can talk about this week, because this is where I'm living. I had to live in the now. We have to let go and let God, yeah, exactly, let God take over, or let that divine take over. And that was something that took place. So it was like a shift. And that shift was a massive shift where I realized that I'd had to let go of the steering wheel of life and let the divine take hold of the steering wheel and do it for me. And what happened was amazing things. I felt a lot of support. I felt a lot of people helping me along my journey, and things opened up for me in a special way, within inside of myself, what I can do, what I can't do. And even now, when I do my occupational therapy, I'm learning to use my memory. I'm learning to be more concentrated, and all these things. And one thing I can celebrate, I don't know if you can see it on this side, that is a YouTube light. Apparently it's got two colors, but you can't see the two colors here at the moment. Maybe if I put out the made it dark, you could, but I received that 2 days ago, before being a creator for so many years. So that was quite funny. It's actually the YouTube light is actually blue, is red with a little white arrow in the middle, which you can't see. But so it's celebrating the small things, and I think that's where in life we all fall into that place where we don't really celebrate the small things. We're always looking for the great successes in life, and that's what makes us. And so I had to learn to become very, very humble and see my successes as being maybe cooking something, or walking to the end of the street and back, trusting that when I let go, things would happen. And so it was really a journey of taking small steps in life, and every small step you take is taking you forward, but not knowing what you're going to do next week. Now, since I've been through this, I work with people with Alzheimer's and dementia in my work, and I've really learned to appreciate what they're going through. The only difference is that my brain is repairable and theirs isn't. And so anyone that has had a full-on stroke, their brain is not repairable, because they've lost parts of their brain. And that's how close it was with me. Only my brain is repairable. So doing everything in my power to really help with that healing with myself, and to see how it moves forward. And the funny thing is, out of this journey, there have been great insights, like I've been talking about, taking it step by step. Because the moment this happened to me, I was walking and I couldn't see my feet. Everything was blurry. Everything was out of focus. I could only put one foot in front of the other and trust that I was going to make it home. Because at that time, I felt a funny sensation in my head, a funny sensation of not being able to see properly. And I was walking down a pathway where it was uneven, and I couldn't see my feet. And that's what I was going through. And I realized through that situation that these steps that I was taking were my steps forward within this lifetime. And so it's really trusting that every step that you take within this lifetime is an amazing thing. And living in the now was something I had to learn right then, right up until this moment today, where it's living in the now and knowing what you can do today, and doing what you can do today spontaneously, and knowing that step by step you will get better. So for me, I trust in that step by step of getting better, and not worrying about what's taken place in the past, and not worrying about how it's going to be in the future, but really just taking it in. So I hope you're enjoying this story, and please feel free to put something in the chat. Let me know your thoughts, because we at the end of the day, we're on a journey together. Just, me coming on, telling you about my story, what I've been going through, but we are all on a journey, and we are all walking home, because at the end of the day, we are all walking on this journey of life, and we will end up at the end destination. The moment my health issues arise, the first thing I felt within my heart and my spirit and my soul was, will I be able to finish everything I came here to do? Will I be able to finish everything that I came here to do? I've always said there's a book in everyone. Everyone has a book. Everyone has wisdom. Everyone has something to share. But if you got to a point in your life where you had such a health condition where you felt, oh, I might not make it, did you do everything you were meant to do? And these insights came to me at those moments in my life, in hospital, being hooked up to all these monitors and all these bells going off. It was like, for me, a big wake-up call. Did I finish everything I came here to do? So I guess my message to you is not only saying thank you for all the support that you've given, but also to remind you of, did you complete everything that you've meant to do? And is there not more that we need to keep going? Now, Debbie's written, it's like a metaphor for life. We can only take it day by day and keep going and trusting. And that's what my recovery was. It was, all I could do was take it step by step. And I couldn't predict about what was going to happen tomorrow. I couldn't predict what was going to happen next week. All I could do was take it step by step. And the wake-up call was, did I get my book finished? Well, I'm actually writing a book with the help of friends, because when I first started writing this, I couldn't write, I couldn't read. All I could do was speak. So it's been getting written through speaking, and someone's been transcribing it. It's getting put into a book form, and it's now an editor. And I just can't believe how the journey has gone with it. So my story of this mini stroke, this TIA, and how it's brought me today is going to be in book form. Who would have thought? And so the inspiration for you is to know that you have a book in you. You have talents within you. If you were to leave this world, what talents would you be leaving? Like, if you were to leave today, what did you forget to do? If you were to leave this world today, what did you not create? What things did you not bring into this world? What things were not complete? This was the biggest wake-up call for me, to come and complete the things that I wanted to complete. So my intention is to get on, do more of these lives when my energy allows it, and to be on, and to be honest, and to be truthful about the journey, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing a demonstration of mediumship in the future. People will never know the story of where I used to be, what I had to go through, and what I had to go through as life experience to become the medium I'm going to be in the future, or to become the teacher that I'm going to be in the future, you see. So it's like looking at through the eyes of what it's really like. Is the hardships that we go through in life teach us lessons to know and to pick up and understand in people that come to us for help. So we are only here for a short time, and it whizzes by, doesn't it? Just, we are really in this lifetime for a short period, and it does whiz by. It can go so quickly. If I think back to when I was 21, seems like only yesterday. That's why my spirit is still just so young, because I'm still living like I was 21. Only my abs are not looking the same for some reason. I think there's something wrong there. I think, but Yeah, it does. We get to a point where when we've had health issues like this, and we realize we're in the afternoon of our life. So we used to be in the morning of our life, and that was learning and lots of energy in the morning. But when we get into the afternoon of our life, it's the time where not only our body slows down, other things slow down, metabolism slows down. These things change within our lifetime, and we know we need to learn acceptance. For me, I had to learn acceptance. Now I'm taking pills to keep me going. I'm taking these, I'm going to therapy, all these things to get my mind working, my concentration working, all these things. It's so beautiful what you have to say. Thank you. And you see these comments, please feel free to write in the comments, because it's really good to see your comments. But you see, it's a journey we are all taking, and the power of acceptance, I didn't realize how powerful it is until I had to become so humble that I never knew where I was going to go, or how my body was going to heal, or how my mind was going to heal. But just to accept the fact that it's a journey that maybe I don't have all the answers to, but it certainly will move me forward within this lifetime. And I'm so happy and grateful for not only all the encouragement, Facebook comments and WhatsApp comments that I've had from people, and all these things, but I've also been just really celebrating the fact that I'm still here, because after having the mini stroke TIA, which is the borderline stroke, where basically it's like when your computer goes on hold and your memory thing gets blasted, and then you can't think properly, and it takes like 6 months to start getting back to it. That's basically what happened to my brain. So good to see you here again. Your videos have been truly some of my favorites in regards to mediumship. Thank you, Luna. Thank you. And it's my intention to really put more videos out there when I've got the energy, but also when we look at it within mediumship, the greatest vehicle of mediumship is our bodies. So if we don't take care of our bodies, because that's the vessel of our spirit and soul, then we're not going to be getting anywhere, you see. So it's really honoring that as well. Oh, Luna says, so glad to hear you're doing okay. Yeah, thank you. It's really been a journey, and I've still got a way to go yet, because on the outside you can see my eyes are brighter and I'm smiling, and so physically I'm looking good, but in the brain there's still things that are repairing, things that need to be worked on through the occupational therapy that I'm having, to boost the memory, to work on the concentration, to work on multitasking, those sort of things that seem to be easy before. I've had to start to learn again. So it's really been a learning program. And so I'm going to be really interested to because when I had the moment happen to me, or I was walking down that lane in the middle of nowhere, and I felt like I was going to fall over and I couldn't see my feet and all my vision went. I didn't know what was going on with me. And when they got me into hospital with the blood pressure 200 over 125, it was a bit high, and I didn't know it could happen. And so that becomes your wake-up call, especially when you're seeing your loved ones standing next to you, and you're in this walking down this pathway, and your loved ones are standing next to you, and you think, I'm not ready to go yet, I have so much to do. And then they reassured me and said, it's okay, you'll be fine. So I just wanted to come on and let you guys know, and let you all know what's going on, and that I'm so grateful for all the support that I've had. So I'm gonna stop it here, but with great thanks and appreciation for all of you and all the support I've been getting. And I hope many people see this and understand that I am feeling very grateful, and this is a part of my story. Thank you.